Tell me one more time. Okay, now ask me again.
Have you seen the new It movie?
No.
I haven't.
Oh, you have it.
Yeah, we can
It's
watch
the
it
new
after
hit.
the kid goes to sleep, if you want to.
Is it? We'll discuss, but for right now, we're talking about. Oh, welcome to the Whitey White Guy Show. I'm Whitey. This is Cracker, and today we're going to do a review of the 1980s classic,
Masters of the Universe,
which is based on the
He-Man
He-Man
cartoon.
cartoon from the 80s and the toys I used to shove in my butt, and then it stars
Dolph Lundgren, your favorite.
My favorite is
As He-Man, Frank Langella, as Skeletor.
I so thought that was the other guy.
Some hot chick plays Teela.
Yeah.
An unknown Courteney Cox.
Right.
And Billy Barty plays a midget.
What's the dude's name? Who's like the star of the movie?
Dolph Lundgren.
The kid you follow, the protagonist.
He's not important.
Kid. Okay.
He's not important.
And then the bald guy from Back to the Future.
Yes, the guy who plays the principal. Yeah. Principal Strickland is in this.
But in this movie,
he's a detective.
He's a detective. He's Detective Gibbonus. And he's up to no good. Mm-hmm. So the movie He-Man, what's our synopsis?
Well, it's basically it seems more complicated to explain than it really is.
It's not, yeah.
He-Man is Dolph Lundgren is He-Man. He's defending Eternia against Skeletor, played by Frank Langella.
Yeah.
Something happens, I don't remember what, where this time key or something created by Billy Barty goes to our dimension, Earth, and then Skeletor wants to go get it back because it helps him rule the world or something like that.
The lady shows up looking for the bad
lady. Evil Lynn, played by Meg Foster. God, she was so hot in the 80s.
Yeah.
And then I finally saw her naked, and it was from like 2013, and everything was done.
No.
I'll show you a picture later.
No, you won't. Fuck you.
Anyways, but the plot is Skeletor and Evil Lynn come to Earth to try to get this code key thing from Billy Barty. He-Man and everybody go to Earth to try to stop him. Courteney Cox gets stuck in the middle, and hilarity ensues. It's basically Star Wars.
In a lot of ways. So at the very beginning of the film, you have the good guys. So there's He-Man, dude's name?
Man-at-Arms.
Man-at-Arms.
And his daughter Teela. Who is, God, she was so fucking hot in this movie.
She was.
She had like the tightest spandex thing that fit her in the right.
Something about the 80s, people just knew what it was in the chicks. And now it's like you got to have pink hair and a nose ring and smell. So the fucking the 80s were great.
Yeah.
So anyway, they live in Eternia. And Man of Arms is like some kind of officer.
He's like the head. He's like the head of He-Man's army.
Yeah. Or
like what is her name? Not the Empress.
Because she's in that too. There's the old lady.
I'm trying to. The sorceress. She is like the ruler of Eternia or something like that. She's being held captive by Skeletor.
She's the monarch. Man of Arms is like the German military. And he's like the chief warrior guy, like the best warrior of the village. Mm-hmm. Anyway, they're being invaded by Skeletor and
Evil Lynn,
and there's 2 or 3 other.
There's Blades and Beastman, and it doesn't matter.
So the good guys getting their asses stomped somehow, and I don't recall either. They end up looking for Billy Barty, and the key gets involved. Mm-hmm. I don't know if they're just running for their lives, and then Evil Lynn is looking for the key, or maybe they're just trying to kill people. But Billy Barty, he's this little. He looks like me.
That's no joke. He's got the beard, and he's got he has hair up to here. He
looks like me.
Yeah.
And maybe the 2 forces just collided, and they happened to be at Billy Barty's place.
Right.
Gwildor.
Is it Gwildor?
Gwildor.
With a W?
Fuck, I know. So anyway, this key gets involved. He's invented this key that sends them to another dimension. Somehow that all played out. And so they end up on Earth, right?
Yes.
The kid finds they lose the key somehow in the process. Mm-hmm. The kid finds the key, and because he's a musician, something.
Because the key plays music, and that's what helps bend.
You have to play the right notes to get like a frequency to get where you're going.
Right.
And because the kid's like, I listen to like What was it?
Van Halen, I don't know.
Fill in the blank, whiny bitch 80s band. You know
that doesn't matter.
Whoever sang that song, Every Rose Has Its Thorn.
Poison.
Yeah, because I listen to Poison and I'm so deep. I know how to guide us through the universe, and you're like, fuck.
Yeah. No one cares about this guy.
Nobody cares. Nobody likes that kid. Everything about the movie is great, but he's a little bitch.
Yeah. And then there's a side story where all this destruction is happening in this town.
Yeah.
And Principal Strickland is the detective trying to figure it out. And he knows something's up because this kid and Courteney Cox are always at the wrong place, wrong time when this is happening.
So he's trying to piece together what's going on. And they seem to be at the heart of the problems for him. Overall, I remember next to nothing about the movie beyond that. There's a shootout.
Well, I was going to say, overall, what do you think from what you can remember?
Aside from the Alzheimer's, I enjoyed it by and large. Of course, I saw it. We saw it when we were kids, and now we're getting fucking old.
The last time I saw it was the last time we reviewed it on your channel.
Yeah,
before, which is maybe
2-3 years ago now.
Yeah, no longer than 3 years.
Yeah,
ago. I really enjoyed it because, like Howard the Duck, I knew what I was getting into. It's a fucking live action He-Man movie. How again do you get one like and no one's watching you? There we go. There, someone's watching. Okay, but you're in the mind frame. You're watching a live action He-Man movie, so you know what you're getting into. You have to suspend 95% of your disbelief and sit down and watch this film. I really enjoyed Dolph Lundgren as He-Man because he doesn't have a lot of dialogue.
No,
he's there to look like He-Man and swing a sword.
Yeah,
he does his job. Teela was hot. She did her job. Man at Arms, the actor, he was very likable. He was there to get the job done. He wanted to stop Skeletor, this and that. I loved Skeletor.
Yeah.
Frank Langella as Skeletor was great. I love the makeup.
Who's the guy from City Slickers, the old cowboy dude? What was his name?
Jack Palance.
Jack Palance. I swear to God, I thought that was Jack Palance.
Oh, Frank Langella.
Wow. And I like both actors. I'm familiar with Frank Langella.
And Frank Langella still says this is one of his favorite roles to ever do. He did it because his kids like He-Man.
Yes.
And he said he just had so much fun with this film. And if you think about it, he is basically Darth Vader. Okay. Yeah. And he's trying to rule the world. He's even got the big cloak. There's even a shot I think where he's walking down in his Star Wars in his fortress or whatever. You could tell all he needed was the Imperial March.
And the kid is very much a Luke Skywalker.
Yeah. He-Man, I guess, would be Han Solo.
Han Solo.
But either way, it's still a fun movie. I love the makeup on Frank Langella.
He does a phenomenal job.
And he, like I said, you could tell he's having fun chewing up this fucking scenery.
But this is a good point because you're asking why Howard did it bad, why He-Man good. And a lot of it,
or even Leprechaun,
because you got to suspend him that disbelief. A lot of it is Tim Robbins and his character, whether it's his fault or the director's fault, and whoever voiced Howard versus what did you do versus Frank Langella.
Doesn't matter.
So I can get behind Frank Langella's Skeletor. So if you cast that role wrong, and even Dolph Lundgren, I like the actors. And so I'm an actor's guy. So there's the story's important, the visual's important. But if you give me a good performance, I'm in. And whereas Tim Robbins and the Duck rubbed me wrong, these guys rubbed me properly. Thanks for rubbing me, Frank.
I'd rather have Teela rub me properly.
Yes.
You could have Frank Langella.
What's your name from the Howard the Duck?
The Adoption.
Oh, okay.
But not every part of this movie is great. Like Courteney Cox has
a lot of years now.
As likable as Courteney Cox could have been, her character was wasteful. She didn't need to be that. She had this side story about how her parents were killed in a plane crash. So what does Evil Lynn do? She disguises herself as Courteney Cox's mom, even though Courteney Cox knows that her mom has been dead for like a year or something. So she says something to convince Courteney Cox to give her the key. And Courteney Cox believes it's her mom for some stupid fucking reason. And then it was basically, what I pictured of? Like they do this reveal. Like she gives Courteney Cox gives her mom the key. And then suddenly, whoosh, she's Evil Lynn. You know what I think of? Spaceballs. With Dark Helmet's pretending to be the king. I just waited for Evil Lynn to go, fooled you. So there's a lot of stupid shit.
There is some tongue in cheek.
Like even like worse stupid shit. But I do like the bit where I guess Teela's a vegetarian.
Yeah.
And the first food that they get is like Kentucky Fried Chicken, and He-Man's enjoying it, and Man-at-Arms is enjoying it, and she's like, ew, gross. But I think she tries it and thinks it's good or something like that. So their attempts at comedy, it's not a home run. It's like a good double.
Yeah, and Billy Barty does the thing where he's like this and sprays the water out of his ears.
That's dumb.
But it's for kids.
It is
at 7 and 8, 9 years old.
I don't think I ever liked Billy Barty. But then again, I'm freaked out by dwarves.
Yeah. And then, wee little eggs. The legs, run them out of it.
The legs and the sausage fingers.
I'll go off to go piss on the Blarney Stone. Like that.
But he serves his purpose because he was supposed to be like Orko. Remember, Orko was like the flying little annoying magician creature. They probably didn't have the special effects.
What was that from?
From the cartoon. From the cartoon, remember he had the little.
This is like there's files in my brain, and you're opening up shit.
Yeah, you remember
files. Blow the dust off. I'm like, I do remember.
Yeah, he was a little floating, annoying. Comic relief character. Well, they probably couldn't have the budget because you've seen the special effects in this movie, so they couldn't do him. So they just hired Billy Barty and threw some makeup on him and made him look ugly.
Something about the chicks from the '80s makes me want to go watch porno. I don't know what it is.
It's the hair.
They had pubes? Oh, no, on the top of their head, the 80s hair.
Wow. Anyways, Masters of the Universe, while it
best misread ever.
Was that a legitimate misread, too?
Yes.
I thought that was a bad joke.
You went to hair and I went to pubes.
Wow, I really thought that was your attempt at a joke.
No. It was like the hair.
You're so fucking retarded.
They don't have pubes anymore. Women on porno, it's all shaved.
As dumb as
you wouldn't know that because you're married and you handed that all away.
As dumb as Masters of the Universe is, I have a lot of fun with it. Other than Billy Barty and his pube talk.
I need when I win the lottery. I so need to start my own porn studio and remake all these movies. Only it's just hot chicks.
Well, Vern Troyer's dead, so he can't be Billy Barty.
No, that wasn't. Yeah, but that wasn't. Billy Barty was Billy. What the hell's Vern Troy got to do with it?
You said you want to remake all these things, so you're gonna make
chicks as porn movies.
I thought you wanted to remake. There's some. I'm sure there is a Masters of the Universe porn out there.
There's got to be, but you know what it's going to be is something with some 9-inch cock I don't want anything to do with, and somebody with fake tits I don't want anything to do with. I need to make like sensual, sexy. Leia fucking Thompson. You know,
she still looks good.
Oh, she's an attractive woman. You know, that kind of thing. Not like these made out of globs of fuck and whatever. All the porn movies.
I hope this one person that's watching this, hoping that they get to hear us talk about Masters of the Universe. And you're talking about pubes and fake tits.
What it is it's some old guy who's saying, "Okay, the fucking buttons. Why don't they work?"
Anyways, Masters of the Universe. I have a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I recommend it for. It's a good movie to watch when you have friends over, beer, popcorn, whatever.
And so here's the question then: were they to remake this?
Mm-hmm.
Should they?
I guess. I mean, it won't have the same charm.
If someone were handing me this project, because what's going to happen now? They're going to remake this movie. You're going to get some kind of Justin Bieber fucking dragon.
No,
John's going to be awful.
John Cena will be He-Man.
Oh my god. No, he's getting too old now. You're gonna have to get somebody else. Chris Pratt's going to be involved somehow.
Chris Pratt could probably be He-Man.
Or something. Maybe
what's his name?
I would cast him as Billy Barty. Chris Pratt in my ears.
Chris Pratt is Billy Barty, but he has to kind of like Mel Brooks did, and he just has to walk on his knees.
Yes. But no, if you were to remake this, you'd have to go with live action.
Oh yeah.
No, it's none of this CG bullshit. It's got to be live. Like the lasers can be, CG lasers, but you got to go live action and keep it the original He-Man, just a little more budget, a little more. And I'd love to see they need to do a trilogy, and they need to do the war that's happening before.
Like you want a backstory
on backstory on what was going on, and you follow Master of Arms and his guys a little bit. Then they go to Earth, and then they come back. But they just defeat Skeletor.
So it would just like Star Wars have its own little trilogy.
Yes, and then you can make all the fucking ass that's come since.
Yeah. Anyways, I highly recommend Masters of the Universe for a fun time.
I agree.
All right. And that is where
quacks. How many quacks are we giving this?
I'll give it 4.
What's the theme?
4 out of 5 Gwildors.
4 out of 5 Gwildors. No. 4 out of 5 buckets of Kentucky Fried Chicken. I'll go with 3 out of 5 buckets of Kentucky Fried Chicken.
And for people who have watched this show over the years, like previously in this channel, that's how we got our sign off, the Good Journey.
Yeah.
So instead of saying goodbye, He-Man says good journey.
Yeah. So it goes good journey, He-Man. Good journey, Gwildor.
Yeah.
And we go good journey.
Okay. So
all right. Thank you.
Good journey, like and subscribe.
Fuck you. Thank you for coming out. So.
That's right.
I'm gonna assume it's a guy who's just as lonely inside. Cheers, buddy.
Pitiful.
Oh my god. Did you say pedophile? Jeffrey Jones?
That was the last movie.